Hey everyone, I'm Diana and I am super excited about today's video because I am finally going to be trying out Urban Decay's Alice's Through the Looking Glass palette, and I have been waiting to get this product for so long. Little side note, I just graduated college and I was kind of nervous if I would pass one of the classes. So I promised myself that if I pass, I'm going to treat myself with this palette. So I got my grades, I passed, and now I'm going to be trying out the eyeshadows. So let's get started. So this is the outside of the product and it is so pretty. Now you open it up and inside you have a mirror with all these beautiful clocks designed on top of it, and inside you have this opening, and when you open it, look at oh, that was supposed to go so smoothly. When you open it and you actually are smart and you're holding it up and not trying to like balance it all, there is this gorgeous... Nothing works today, does it? Okay, let's try that again. So, with a finger on everything that can possibly be moving right now, when you open it, you'll see that inside there's this gorgeous, like, plastic blue butterfly, which I think is just beautiful, but completely unnecessary. I'm one of those people, though, that I love the presentation of things, even though it doesn't make a difference. You're buying it for, you know, the eyeshadows, the product, whatever. I can't help it. I love when things are presented in a really nice, fun way. I'll sometimes even buy things that I don't like just because the box is gorgeous, and this is one of those items that I just can't stop looking at the box. It's so pretty. This part pulls out, and inside are all the eyeshadows. It kind of comes up. So I'm going to just put that to the side because I think it's a little bulky, and that I will say is one of the issues I feel is with the box, that when you kind of try to apply the makeup and you're holding everything, everything's kind of starting to like slide out or open. Anyway, so enough about that. Let me show you what comes with your eyeshadows. So you get 20 different eyeshadows and it's double-ended brush. So here are the eyeshadows. When you first look at it, and I had the same feeling, it doesn't necessarily look like these are the most amazing colors, and I didn't think they were. But when you zoom into the pictures on the Sephora website, you will definitely see how interesting they are. Let me try to focus, camera. Like, there's a lot of ones that have this, really, come on, focus with me. Come on. Work with me. Oh, technology, yo. Nothing's working today. Alrighty then. But anyway, if you look at them, they have these amazing sparkle ones and the other ones that look like they change color. It is just gorgeous. Okay, so I will start swatching the colors. So the first color I'm going to talk about is this color, which is Through the... Well, it's not Through the... It's just called Looking Glass. And I have to say, does it look like there's nothing on? Yep, because I couldn't really get anything out of this color at all. Probably just because it matches my skin tone so well that all it really does is make a slightly shinier look to my skin color, which I guess could be really nice if you're just trying to do a natural look and you want your eyes to maybe have a little bit of a shine and pop more. But other than that, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of this one. So the next color is Reflection, which is a peachy pink color. It has a little bit of, I feel, gold element to it, and I think it's really nice. Next color is called Dorm House. It's a brown with a little bit of a gold sparkle to it. It's just plain beautiful, I have to say. The next color, I have to say, was very much a surprise for me. It is this Metamorphosis color, this lower blue corner color. This one is a blue, and it also has sparkles in it, which I have to say is what drew me to this collection in the first place. When you look at first glance, there's not much there, but most of them have some kind of beautiful color with sparkles, and I'm really loving that. The next color is called the Hatter color, which is a green, I don't know, kind of a generic green color with sparkles. But I have it right now on, so if you guys want to see it, I'm not sure if you can see it at all, but that's the color I'm wearing underneath in the bottom corner of my eyes right now. The next color is the Gone Mad color, this purple color. I have to say, I'm really disappointed. I thought I was going to love it because it's like this plum colored with sparkles. But I don't know, it's kind of dark and I don't really love how it looks. I think it's maybe just a couple shades off. The next color is the one I am currently wearing on my eyes. You guys can see it. It is this orange color called Paradox right here. It's a sunset orange with little bitty, it doesn't actually have sparkles, I would say, but it's more of this metallic orange color, which I think is really cool. The next color, and is the final color in row 2, is called Cake, and it is that pink color that I was so in love with. It's unusual, it is bold, it has these really little sparkles, which a lot of these colors have, which I love. I love the sparkle aspect, and I think it's really nice. The next color, honestly, I don't think the screen is going to be showing it to you as well as you would see it in person. It is so beautiful. It's called Lily. And it is this white, but when you hit the when the light hits it a certain way, it turns into this like baby Barbie pink color, which doesn't really sound flattering, but it really is gorgeous. The next color underneath that is called the Duchess. When the light hits it, it does also have this like pink glow to it, which I think is gorgeous. The next color underneath that is this brown color called Kingdom, which it is another one of those metallic brown colors, which I think is really nice. The next color underneath that, which I have to say personally I'm not in love with, it is the brown color on the very bottom called Chessboard. And personally, it is not my favorite. It's just a matte brown. But that's just me. I'm not really into those matte colors. So on to row 4. The first color here is this kind of under the sea blue color called Heads Will Roll. And it is like a teal color with, again, a little bit of those micro sparkles in a real gold tone. Underneath that is another one of those matte colors that I'm just not loving. It is called the Bandersnatch. Underneath that color is this really interesting red wine burgundy kind of color called Thousand Grum. So this is a red color, but it has really strong copper tones in it, I feel, and it has a very nice metallic finish to it, and I think it's really fun. The next color, which is the final color in row 4, is the Royal Flush color, which is this, can't orient myself. It is this white color, which is, I would say honestly, it's more or less completely white. It just has maybe a little bit of a metallic sheen to it as well. Okay, so the first color in the final row is this midnight bluish color called Time. And it is honestly very dark with a little bit of sparkle, which I think are kind of hard to see. It's an okay color. I have to say I'm not really in love with it. The color underneath that I am so surprised with, and by far this is my favorite color in all the palette, which I wasn't expecting. It is this sparkly, like almost disco ball sparkle color called Dream On. And it is just so shiny and beautiful. I'm obsessed with this color. So the color underneath that is the color I use in my eyeshadow to do the corners of my eye and my crease. It is called Chronosphere, whatever that is. It is a brown kind of metallic color. The last color underneath that is called, and this is the last color of the whole palette, it is called Mirror. It's really a dark, not reflective color, so I can't say I'm too in love with it. Okay, so that's it with the colors. I have to say I'm pretty happy with this palette. Most of the colors here I think are really nice and fun colors. They're not the basic, I don't know, browns and nudes, which I like, but I'm more interested in those fun, kooky, crazy colors, and I feel I get a lot of those here, so I'm pretty happy with them. Okay, so I have to say, when I was looking at reviews for this palette, there were a lot of people were saying that the colors are coming off too chalky or that it's fading too much, which I have to say, I've had this on probably for at least an hour or so. I think it's more or less okay. Um, the final thing I guess I'm going to talk about is the price, which I believe it was like $60 or something around that price, which I will say I think is pretty expensive. For other Urban Decay palettes, I think that price is on par, but I think in general, I don't know, I think 60 bucks for an eye palette is a stretch price-wise. It's definitely not the cheapest thing you can buy, even if it's worth it, even if I think other companies that are not like necessarily pharmacy, drugstore companies, but like Sephora or other name brand makeup companies would probably charge their palettes in the same amount. I do still think 60 bucks is a little, not to say that it's not worth it, I just think in general that's a pricey amount for a palette. But I splurged, I graduated, I gave myself this reward, and I'm honestly very happy with it. So, yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment if you have any other item that you'd like me to review or look into. Alright, thank you. Bye.